Hi everyone, it's Magpie's YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'm going to be recapping the 2021 AFL Grand Final. If you are returning to Magpies, welcome, like, comment. If you're new to the channel and you're watching this for the first time, like, comment and subscribe. Wow, what scenes we had at Optus Stadium last night. Big ground, big occasion, 61,000 fans, over 60,000 got to see, 61,100, I think 18 people got to see a Melbourne Western Bulldogs Grand Final. There's a lot of things that came to mind when it comes to that as well, and what a game of footy that we had. Melbourne kicked inaccurate in the first quarter, had their chances in a way to, I think, to put Bulldogs away early, and I think if you kick those couple of goals late on that first, you think, oh fuck, how good are Melbourne? Other than that, there's not much I could say beyond that. But it was a terrific feeling. Like, congratulations, Melbourne fans. Well deserved. 57 years since the last premiership. Neil Danaher gets to celebrate it. Kane McDonald gets to celebrate as well. I think with the way that Melbourne played, it did look like the second quarter was all Bulldogs. Controversial decisions went against Melbourne. The main non-mark, the Gorn goal that resulted in a point, and we're talking off the chance where Bontempelli took the mark inside 50 and he scored from that Gorn kick. You think with that, it's gotta be, one of the worst decisions I've seen in a long time. Look back on the Anthony Rocco miss as well, that was a goal. So I think, and then Tom Hawkins won in 2009. On top of that, I do think that would have been I do think that could have cost Melbourne the game. Second quarter, like, Bulldogs gone on a scoring spree. 6 goals through compared to 1 goal for. I think that could have been 2 goals for, or at least 2 goals 3 on top of that. But that was like a really the exclamation mark. Bulldogs were out to 19 points because Melbourne were front by 20 points at one stage. Then it was the Bulldogs by 19 points in halfway through that third quarter, and you think if Bulldogs kick the next goal, it could be game over. But Melbourne kicked 7. The way that they scored through the centre clearances, main lever were good, Petrarca was good, Treloar kicked 3, but had nervous moments as well, and probably didn't shine as much as what he could. Ben Brown was good in the second half. Even Bailey Fritsch with 6 goals in the grand final was sensational, absolutely sensational. And maybe when Gong got slung to the ground, you would have thought that could have been a free kick there as well, and it didn't get paid. Just thought the way Melbourne responded was good. The Western Bulldogs dropped their heads after conceding a goal to 18 points. It was 24 points at three-quarter time. And you think, for how long that's going to be the case. But other than that, it was really disappointing, you think, on top of that. So I think with that, you'll learn enough out of, especially on top of that. But I think now, looking back on it, Melbourne had a really good, probably third quarter and the last quarter that they really kicked it on. So they dominate the game from how they probably should have anyway. And you think now, what a great opportunity it was to see what Melbourne have done in the way that they played. Bulldogs dropped their heads. We know that. Last quarter they got absolutely smacked. They had no response. They had no fight back. And I guess that's the question marks that you could say in the last 3 games of the season that happened against the Hawks, happened against Essendon, happened against Port Adelaide, and you've happened in a grand final against the D's as well. Where centre clearance is crucial. Melbourne kicking so many goals and they won centre clearances out. That scores and centre clearances just hurts. So you got to be probably better than that if you were the Western Bulldogs. Nothing changed. Look, being from 5th into a grand final, I think it's a really good effort. But I think, question mark would have been, is this a false top 4? Or were the Bulldogs that good? Or to deserve to be top 4? Because if you want to be top 4, potentially having that week off and winning makes a huge difference. The bye probably made it suited Melbourne maybe a little bit more than what you think as well. So it's 74 points. Like as we've seen in the last quarter, to kick 9 goals 3 to 1 goal 1. It was like 16-7, I think, 100 to 117. So 100 to 7, that's 93 points turnaround since the 17 or 15 minute mark in that third quarter. And it was just all Melbourne. So I guess that does prove how good Melbourne are, and they can actually turn on when they need to. But as we've seen, Western Bulldogs just could not respond. As simple as that. So the question mark I would be asking is, was Kane Corns right? Yes, he was. They choked. I think they should have kicked at least two more goals to really put the game beyond doubt. Or at least make it difficult, because if Melbourne did kick 7, they would not have been 24 points up. It would have been like 2 goals up at least. And that way you can reset and you can, right, let's go hard in this last quarter. The body language is crucial. We all know that. I think that's the way how Melbourne deserve a lot of praise. Melbourne actually do deserve a lot of praise. And congratulations and commiserations to the Western Bulldogs. The harsh thing about it, Traw's 2-0. Traw is 0-2 in grand finals. Losses. He hasn't won one. Same thing with Buddy Franklin. Same thing. Went to Sydney after 2013. 14, 16. 0-2. So that does come into effect in that when you're talking about. Buckley's 0-2. And it's funny in a way because players, like, we all know the reason why that stuff happened. All the rest. Just think in the grand finals when you got your moments, you just got to take them. Melbourne took their chances as well because if they kept missing, it would have been Bulldogs have got this. Melbourne have choked in the grand final. Had their chances to score. Luckily in the end that they took their chances when it mattered. And that's the way how I see it. Like, I don't see it any other way. Great performance. The future's looking good. We know in grand finals when teams do get smacked, they don't tend to come back well. And you talk about 2019 is the one that hits nail on the head. 2017, Adelaide got smacked. Didn't make the finals the year after as well. 2007, Puella got absolutely smacked in the grand final and they did not play finals. They were disappointing. Brisbane didn't make the finals after as well, and we didn't either. Like, we got smacked in the grand final. We didn't play in the grand final the year after or finals in that manner. 2011, no, we did play finals the year after. We did get smacked as well. So I think with that it is there. Melbourne 2000 got absolutely smacked. Didn't play finals the year after. So I think with that, you look at the way the stats have shown that it has gone the way that you don't often bounce back as well, but question marks for sure is 100% on that. So I will go through the stats. Caleb Daniel had 37 disposals, 6 marks. Bontempelli had 25 disposals, 3 goals. McRae 26 disposals, 8 tackles for the Bulldogs. Of course, Traw kicking 3 goals as well. 39 disposals, 2 goals to Petrarca. Well, he had 40. 33 disposals, 10 tackles, and 27 disposals, 7 tackles. Bailey Fridge kicking 6 goals too as well. Ben Brown kicked like 2 or 3 in the grand final. That's when it mattered the most as well. So commiserations to Western Bulldogs. Look, I know how you guys feel. Supporters, you know who you are on the Blaze as well. Like, tend to feel sorry for him. But I'm very happy with Kay McDonald and those type of Melbourne supporters who would have waited. Because Neil Danaher, let's be honest, like, he coached Melbourne a long time and he hadn't seen that premiership as a coach. And he's been really good for them as well. So at least it's fitting that way that he can actually witness the grand final. Because let's be honest, like, he's really cooked. The worry is how long that he's got left. As you can say, I think the future is bright at Melbourne the way they're going about it. The Bulldogs, from here now, who knows at this point, but we'll find out more. I guess when I do my season review, I had them 7th, they jumped up to 5th. Probably didn't matter too much, but we'll see about the results. Like, comment, and subscribe. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell your neighbours, go to the pies. I'll see you back in another video.